So for praise break moment, last week I showed a video. This one, I kind of got it in the form of a message, so I'll just recite it to you. The late Pastor Curtis Hudson, in his message, he had a sermon that he preached a long time ago called Thankful in the Storm. And he tells this story. He says, a man invited a friend to go hear a preacher saying, I want you to hear the most thankful preacher I've ever heard. The two men weathered a storm to hear him preach. On the way, they thought nobody would be there, that even the preacher wouldn't come. But when they got to the little old country church, there was the preacher seated on the platform. The stranger said to his friend, he has nobody to preach to. There's a storm outside. It looks like we will have a flood. He won't have anything to be thankful for tonight. Yes, he will, the other friend said. He'll find something to thank God for. Well, pretty soon the preacher stood up, bowed his head, and he prayed this prayer. He said, Dear Lord, it is stormy outside. It looks as if the roads will wash away before we even get out of church tonight. It's an awful storm, but we're thankful that it's not always going to be this way. The only way you can thank God for all things is to couple the all things of Ephesians 5:20. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, always give thanks to everything. And Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for the good of them that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. The praise break is learning how to be thankful in a storm. There's always something for us to be thankful for in the midst of the storm. And in this situation, you hear this pastor with seemingly nothing to be grateful for. But the man bet his money that he would find something to thank God for. And in his prayer, he did. He simply said, I'm thankful that it's not always going to be this way. I got to praise in that. That no matter what you're going through, it's not always going to be this way. You can find gratitude that whatever you're in, it's not always going to be this way. It's heavy outside and it's a mess inside. But I got to praise because storms bring growth and life, and internal struggles bring me closer to my knees to trust God. So in all this, we say thank you. In the midst of the storm, can you still say thank you? In the midst of whatever it is that has you troubled, can you still find a thank you? In the middle of whatever has had the doctors have said or people have said about you or talked about you, it doesn't matter. Can you still find the gratitude to give God praise? And I wonder, has there anybody just walked about this day today, realizing that you didn't have to make it to this point? Give God a praise to say thank you. In all things, give thanks.